Hello everyone, it's Scott from Organ Works 191. Today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. Instead of just jumping right into the selection that I'm going to play for you, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about it. This piece is by Johann Sebastian Bach. It's called Ach Bleib Bei Uns Herr Jesu, which basically in English translates to Abide with Us, Lord Jesus Christ. This particular piece was actually part of a cantata, and a cantata, for those of you who don't know, was a work that was written for a church service. Bach wrote over 400 of them as he lived in Leipzig and was the Thomas Cantor, or the director of music at the St. Thomas Church there in Leipzig. And each of these cantatas is usually between about 20 and 30 minutes long and consists of several movements. And the piece that we're going to hear today was actually originally part of the third movement of a cantata that was written for Easter Monday. And this particular cantata debuted in April of 1724, April 2nd, 1724. And the original cantata was Bleib bei uns, denn es will Abend werden, which means abide with us, for it is toward evening. Now, the original text of this, or for this cantata that would have accompanied this cantata during the church service, would have been Luke chapter 24, verses 28 and 29. So I'm going to read that for you. By this time, they were nearing Emmaus and the end of their journey. Jesus acted as if he were going on, but they begged him, "Stay with the night with us, since it is getting late." So he went home with them. So the road, if you recall, right after Jesus' death and resurrection, there's two disciples walking along the road to Emmaus, and they're talking with him, but they have no idea who he is. And so they ask him, they say, "Hey, haven't you heard, that, they killed this Jesus, the Messiah, the one that we hoped that was a Messiah?" And he kind of corrects them, and he says, "Hey, it's, you find it so hard to believe all that what the prophets wrote in the scriptures. Wasn't it clearly predicted that the Messiah would have to suffer these things before entering his glory?" And so they still don't know who he is, but there's something burning in their hearts, just something like just within them that's just like, man, we gotta keep this guy around. We want to spend the evening with him. So that's when they beg him to stay with them. And so that's where the text of this comes from. Now, if you can picture the plea for Jesus to stay with these disciples, as you hear the melody, and as I'm going to put the words down on the bottom of the screen there, so you can understand it. As you hear that, you can just picture what's burning in these guys' hearts for them to be with their Messiah, or to be with Jesus. And it's kind of true. What is true in my life as well. As I want Jesus to be with me, I want Jesus to abide with me and abide in my heart. So this particular piece was actually later adopted as part of the Schubler chorales by Bach in the 1740s. And the Schubler chorales is actually a collection of organ works. It was 6 organ chorales, and that's what we're going to hear today. And by the same name, the exact same name, and it's basically the same tune, but it's written for the organ. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this rendition of Ach Bleib Bei Uns Herr Jesu, or Abide with Us, Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you.